Every founder dreams about one thing: virality. The moment when users start bringing in more users and growth suddenly looks exponential. You see it happen with companies like Dropbox, PayPal, and Calendly. Millions of users, almost no traditional marketing, just word of mouth, and it feels like magic. But here's the truth most founders miss. Virality isn't luck, it's math. There's actually a formula behind viral growth. And if you understand that formula, you can engineer word of mouth into your product. Today we are breaking down how viral loops really work and how startups design them intentionally. Let's start with the core concept, something called the K factor. This is the number that determines whether your product grows slowly or explodes. The formula is surprisingly simple. K equals invitations multiplied by conversion. In other words, how many people each user invites times the percentage of those people who sign up. Let's say each user invites 10 friends and 10% of those friends join. That means your K factor is 1. And that number determines your growth. If K is less than 1, your growth shrinks. Users leave faster than referrals bring in new ones. If K equals 1, growth stays stable. Each user replaces themselves. But if K is greater than 1, something magical happens. Your growth becomes exponential. Every generation of users brings in more users than the last. That's the holy grail of startups. But here's something most founders overlook. Even if your K factor is strong, there's another variable that can make or break virality, specifically something called viral cycle time. This measures how long it takes for a user to invite someone else. If it takes 30 days for someone to invite a friend, growth moves slowly. But if it takes 24 hours, growth explodes. So one of the highest leverage things a startup can do is shorten the time between sign up, value, and the first referral. Now here's the big mistake most startups make. They add an invite friends button and expect users to spread the product. But viral loops only work when the incentive matches human psychology. And there are 3 powerful types of incentives that drive virality. The first is product-led virality. This is the strongest kind. The product literally needs other people to work. Think about tools like Slack, Zoom, or DocuSign. You can't use them alone. If you want to collaborate, schedule a meeting, or sign a document, you have to invite someone. The invitation becomes part of the product experience. That's why these products spread naturally, because using them requires sharing them. The second type is reciprocal virality. This is when both people benefit from the referral. The most famous example is Dropbox. Every time you invited a friend, both of you received extra storage space. This worked brilliantly for 3 reasons. First, the reward was the product itself. Second, both sides benefited equally. And third, users could keep collecting storage, which created a sense of progress. The result? Dropbox grew 3,900% in just 15 months. And referrals generated a huge portion of their signups. The third type is social virality. This happens when sharing the product makes users look good. People love sharing achievements, fitness milestones, career updates, creative work. Platforms like Strava build their entire growth around this idea. Users share beautiful maps of their runs, and every post becomes a marketing ad for the product. Because people aren't just sharing the tool, they are sharing their identity. There's also a fourth type that many startups overlook, something called dark virality. This is when users spread your product without even realizing it. One of the earliest examples came from Hotmail. Every email sent from Hotmail included a small line at the bottom. Get your free email at Hotmail. That tiny line created curiosity. And within 18 months, Hotmail added 12 million users. Another modern example is Superhuman. Every email includes a small sent via Superhuman signature. Recipients see it, get curious, and search for the product. Sometimes the most powerful viral loops are almost invisible. So how do you actually design a viral loop inside a product? It starts with understanding the user journey. Every viral loop has 4 key stages: discovery, onboarding, the aha moment, and the referral trigger. First, make the invitation frictionless. Every extra step reduces referrals. Instead of forcing users to type emails, use contact lists, SMS invites, or share links. The easier it is to invite someone, the higher your invitation rate becomes. Second, redesign onboarding for referred users. When someone joins through a referral, they shouldn't see the same experience as everyone else. They should immediately see the context of why they were invited. For example, if they were invited to collaborate on a document, let them interact with the document first. Then ask them to create an account. This triggers something powerful in human psychology called loss aversion. People don't want to lose something they just created. Third, trigger the referral request at the aha moment. This is the exact moment a user experiences success. For a design platform like Canva, that might be when someone downloads their first design. For a ride-sharing app, it might be after their first successful ride. That moment is when users feel the most excitement. And that's when they're most likely to invite others. Fourth, the referral trigger. Let's look at a fascinating real-world example. The fintech company Wise built a powerful referral loop using transparency. Instead of simply offering rewards, they showed users exactly how much money their friends saved by using the referral link. Suddenly, sharing the product felt less like marketing and more like helping friends avoid expensive bank fees. It turned referrals into a moral decision, and that dramatically increased sharing. But viral loops don't always work. And there are several mistakes that cause referral programs to fail. The first mistake is launching referrals before people love the product. If users aren't happy, no incentive will make them recommend it. Referral programs amplify satisfaction. They don't create it. The second mistake is using cash incentives incorrectly. Offering money for signups often attracts fake accounts and fraud. A better strategy is rewarding product usage. For example, get $20 credit when your friend makes their first purchase. That ensures the referral creates a real user. The third mistake is making the referral process complicated. If sharing requires multiple steps, most users won't bother. The best referral systems require 2 taps or less. 1 click to share, 1 click to join. Anything more reduces conversion dramatically. And finally, many founders ignore something critical: retention. Virality brings users in, but retention keeps them. If users leave quickly, your viral growth becomes a leaky bucket. Eventually, you run out of people to invite. The strongest startups combine viral loops with strong retention. That's when growth becomes unstoppable. So if you're building a startup today, here's the key lesson. Virality isn't something you wait for. It's something you design. You design the incentives, you design the timing, you design the user journey that encourages sharing. Because when the math works, and your K factor rises above 1, growth stops depending on marketing and starts depending on your users. And that's when something powerful happens. Your customers stop being just customers. They become your growth engine. And that's how startups turn word of mouth into exponential growth.